We are live. This is FrugalBC coming at you. This is our Let's Algo live stream that we do nearly every Saturday. Not today; it's Sunday, so we're a day behind. I went to jiu-jitsu tournament yesterday. I did not participate. I just watched some of my teammates, but I might be doing one in the future, so that could be interesting. But we got a lot of great Algorand stuff to cover today. Obviously, FIFA is the big news, so we're going to be talking about that. Some news from Wallet and some interesting stuff going on in the Algorand gaming space. So we're going to talk all about that and look at the charts. Some really interesting looking things going on in the charts as well. So hey guys, remember if you're watching this live, you can leave a chat and we will answer your questions toward the end of the stream. I might cut out early and do it. Might actually do it while I'm talking too. So totally up to you whether you want to do that. But just leave any questions that you have in the chat, and we will answer it on the live stream. Hope everyone's doing well out there today, and we are going to get into it. Oh, but just a reminder too. By the way, we have our community now is live, so you can join that just by hitting the join button next to the subscribe channel. You can do that at any time, whether you're watching live or after the fact if you're watching the replay. But we're going to get into a lot of great news today, so let's get into that. We're going to start with the charts, so let's start there. So we're going to start with the regular crypto charts, and we're seeing a really interesting thing this week that we don't typically see a lot. Now, Bitcoin has been pretty flat. It is below 20,000 right now. It's up only 0.83% on the week. Not a lot of movement the whole week. And that is different from just about all the other altcoins. We saw Ethereum go up 8%. And I'm just trying to go past Binance didn't really do much. Cardano went up 15%. Had quite a move this week. A lot of them, not everything moved. Some of them had a pattern similar to Bitcoin, and some of them really shot up. Polkadot, Polygon, even Shiba Inu, I got a little moon bag of that. Tron a little bit, Avalanche. Just kind of work my way down to Uniswap 10%, Litecoin up 11%, Cosmos up 21% on the week. I'm happy to see that because I got a bag of Cosmos too. Chainlink up, and even I'm trying to get down to it. Here it is, Algorand up. Just changed. It's up 9% on the week. It is at 31 cents, so that's better than that 28-cent stuff we saw last week. So great week for Algorand, and it might have, I don't know how much it has to do with the news, but some really big FIFA news out there today that may have affected the price a little bit, but you never really know because we're not seeing a lot of, we're seeing kind of a similar pattern. Everything either kind of went flat like Bitcoin, or it went up and to the right for the week, which is really interesting. The daily charts I'm not that interested in. I like looking at the week and then other longer term trends as well. Why don't we just take a look at Algorand and see what it's been doing we're going to zoom in on Algorand today. Let's go to, so this is the 7-day. Yeah, you can see, it hasn't really dipped below where it started in the week, which is really interesting. If we zoom out for a month, we're still down from a month ago when it was, it was 35 cents a month ago, got as high as 38 cents. So we're still down a bit. And going back from 3 months, down just a little bit. Again, it is down, but it's not really down that much even from now. From a year ago, it is quite a bit down. We got up to almost 240, and I sold above $2 and kind of had a bag of Algo, and I sold a bunch of it, bought back in probably around here. So we're still down on that. Of course, a lot of my Algo I originally bought when it was around these prices, but I know some people who bought in around these levels, and that was, you never want to buy at all-time highs because they just don't last. So if, with stocks, I normally tell people to, just kind of dollar cost average. And generally with crypto, that's kind of my same advice, or I should say that's what I do. And you can decide whether you want to do that as well. Excuse me. I did the cough button there. But with crypto, when it's at all-time highs, that's usually when I just sort of hold off because it never, like I said, it never lasts. It'll stay at those highs for a little while. It might go a little up a little further. That's usually a good time to take some profit. So I'll usually, if I have some bags of stuff, I'll sell and take some profit. Probably go down to probably buy a stable coin for a while, like US dollar coin or something. And then once it comes back down, which it inevitably will, then I go back in and buy in at lower prices, and then I have a bigger bag. So that's how I do that. Let's see. Let's take a look at the ASA charts here on Tiny Chart. Actually, it's Vestige FI now, so they changed that. The chart looks a little bit different too. And just looking at Goldman is now at the top in terms of TVL. They are still measuring by TVL and not market cap, although you can if you want. Pretty good market cap though for Goldman, but even better for Cosmic Gold that's in third. And now they have 1 hour and 24 hour, and then 7 days still it's still that kind of chart, but you can't get the percentage. I'd rather instead of 1 hour and 24 hour, I'd rather see 24 hour and 7 day personally. But yeah, we're down a little bit on Goldman for the day and the week. DeFi token is up a little bit today. Looks just a teeny bit down. Cosmic Gold kind of flat on the week. Well, it is a little bit up, it looks like, because it is green. As you can see over here, it is green, but it's up 1.35%. And it might have had something to do with the release this week of the footage. And we're gonna talk a little bit about that. It was not the greatest footage that they could have made. But they did release, you got at least some kind of glimpse of the gameplay, a little bit, kind of, sort of. We'll talk about that more later, but it might have helped bump the price knowing that the game is coming out very, very soon. Should be sometime this month. Haven't gotten a word on exact release date, but I'm looking forward to it. Excuse me a second. Oh, shoot, I didn't mute it there. Sorry about that. I had to deal with my cough. Vestige coin, which it is here, it's up quite a bit on the week, so good for that. Chips is up and to the right, down a little bit today. Opulus up slightly, Zone down slightly on the day and the week, and Weblin has had pretty good week overall. Doesn't look like it's up that much today, but on the week, pretty good. So that is the charts. And I don't even have the chat on. Let's see. We got good afternoon. Hello. Hey, Flow Sharp. What's going on? What's happening? Sorry about the cough. I thought I hit the mute button, but it wasn't muted. So that's a bummer. Let's get into some news. And just a reminder to everyone before I get into the news, if you have any questions at all about anything Algorand related, or even other blockchains, I may or may not be able to answer, but I know Algorand pretty well. I know some other ones. Any questions you have, go ahead and leave them in the chat. I am happy to answer them. Most of them I will save toward the end of the chat, and I usually kind of go over my YouTube questions as well. But anything you can leave on there, just go ahead and leave it in the chat, and we'll answer it for you. So, and don't forget, we can if you haven't already, you should subscribe to the channel so you can get all our updates. We're trying to do about 3 videos a week, including the live stream. If I can get more, I try to, but it's I stay pretty busy. So this is about the most I can put out. And if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that a lot. It helps other people see the live stream and just see my videos in general. I really appreciate it, guys. Always a great audience here. And we are going to get to the big news today. Yeah, well, okay. I have to go share. Hold on. Technology. I'm pretty excited about this one. FIFA Collect. That's right. FIFA is going to launch actually it's FIFA Plus Collect. I don't know what that means. The FIFA Plus Collect is a new platform allowing fans to own and collect FIFA World Cup and FIFA Women's World Cup moments. FIFA Collect will be available later this month and is affordable, inclusive, and accessible to all football fans. Fans can join the community on social media, receive updates on future collections. I'm assuming there's an "and" in there somewhere. I'm really picky. Like I write for a living. That's how I make most of my income, and I just get irritated when I see like words missing and things like that. I make those mistakes too, but I try really hard to make sure they don't go to press. Let's see. Yeah, so basically, it looks like you're gonna buy these moments. Now, I personally, because they have their own FIFA Plus channel, and then you'll be able to buy the moments as NFTs. This is all, by the way. Why am I talking about this? I don't know if they really explain that, but this is all on Algorand. So this is all built on the Algorand blockchain. Yeah, they didn't really talk. I think they talk about it further down, don't they? Well, they say FIFA Collect Plus Collect will be available on FIFA Plus, the world-class digital platform created to connect football fans across the globe more deeply with the game they love. So FIFA Plus provides access to live football matches from every corner of the world, interactive games, news, tournament information, unrivaled original content, delivering truly global storytelling around the men's and women's game. Here's where they talk about. I mean, they're not. They announced it a long time ago, but from launch, FIFA Plus Collect will be available across all web mobile devices in 3 language editions: English, French, and Spanish, with several additional languages to follow. And FIFA Plus Collect is powered by, you guessed it, Algorand, the official blockchain platform of FIFA and the technology of choice for over 2,000 global organizations, governments, digital native, decentralized finance applications. It is a low-cost, carbon-neutral blockchain accessible via multiple currencies and payment methods. And you guys know all that already. If you guys been in the Algorand space, you know that this is why this when I was talking about this is why I thought this was a big deal. It's because the what you're going to see with Algorand, it's going to be the basis for a lot of these types of things. Why? Because they can't do it on Ethereum. It's going to be way too expensive. How would this allows them to build this platform, and the people using it don't even know they're using Algorand. That's really valuable, and that's something you just cannot do on Ethereum, because there's no way you could just tell, oh yeah, there just happens to be $45 in fees, by the way, and why? Never mind. Like but you can disguise a 0.001 algo fee because it's barely anything at all. The company can just absorb that or build it into their revenue or however they want to do it. So this is really good news. This is great for Algorand. And as you know, like, will it change the price? I don't know, but more use is always good, always good. And I care less about the price. I care more about the stuff being used. That's my main thing. All right, let's get into another one. Para game farms on Zone. We're going to talk a lot of game stuff today. Um, in fact, technically all of it, since FIFA is a game as well, right? Even though it's not an actual game, but it's there. And Para announced that they are thrilled to announce that Para Wallet will be the official Web3 partner of Zone by XTZ Esports. So their users can now play games for free on Zone and farm Algo with boosted rewards. So that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Now, I wonder what mine will count, because I have I have my Algo wallet and my Para wallet linked to the same address. So they can both, and I did that. I think Zone was might have been the reason I originally did that, because they didn't have my Algo support in the beginning. Now I think they do. So is it gonna, since it's the same account, will it still work? Is what I wonder. I have been, every once in a while I go and play in Zone, and I feel like I'm just dumping money away. You play like one algo, or maybe some of these are like 5 algos. You play that to play like a tiny portion of like a game you would probably download for free on your iPhone or Android phone, and it seems like like you're just signing up to give them money. Like, I actually thought I was finally going to win one. I had a pretty good score on the jumpy bird. Or no, that wasn't a jumpy bird. It was like bouncy bird or something like that. I seemed to have figured it out, and I thought I was going to win. I had like 12 seconds, and someone came in and like beat the score and raised the other team up, so the other team won. So I was like, seriously, man. But it just feels like, I don't know. I just like why is this better just because I can like lose algo, right? I mean, it's different if it's like, I don't know, at least the chess game would be a little more fun, right? Like it put a little stakes to playing like a game that's actually in depth and strategic, and you're going to spend a little time playing it. This one just feels like it feels like you're playing a mobile game for like 5 seconds, just to hand them over some algo, and maybe win some algo if you get lucky. But I don't know. I just haven't I haven't done a video on the platform, and I just don't know if I just don't know if I want to. What do you guys think about what do you guys think about any of the games actually? Is there any games that you guys really like? Hey, thanks, Jared. Let's start to answer some questions here. Hey, thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like Algo too. And as I tell people, like I did not set out to make an Algorand channel. I just really as I tried out different chains and different stuff, like Algo is the one that worked. You know, I had Electronium for a while. That was garbage. I mean, it's just going nowhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, yes, Yasuos, is that right? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But chess AI will be abused. Yeah, probably. I mean, you could probably have a chessboard next to you and just be feeding it the feeding it the moves at one side and then using the chess AI to beat them. That's possible too. Let's see. Gaming is a competitive industry. A picky as a consumer, but yeah, I mean, it is competitive. I've said this before. I really think that the main benefit of blockchains for gaming and for NFTs, probably the best thing that they could do is just to make it so, like, when you buy an asset in the game, you actually own the asset and then can sell it off later. Maybe even sell it for a profit. Like that, I don't necessarily think the future of gaming is play to earn. It just seems like at some point the bottom's always going to fall out. Probably the closest, like Town Star. I mean, that just turned into a disaster, and I'd be surprised if they turn that back around. To be honest, I'm out like $300 on that one. But I did play the competitive server, by the way, recently. It was actually pretty fun. But I still don't know if I want to. I don't see myself investing in any more NFTs. Splinterland seems to have a pretty good thing going on. It seems very much like it seems a lot like Magic the Gathering, except that your cards actually you can turn around and sell your cards, and they kind of keep their value. I guess Magic cards did too, in effect. But I don't know. It's very similar to the Magic the Gathering ecosystem in a lot of ways, I think. Well, let's see. We got some more stuff I want to get to. I want to go to the Gaming Guild page. I've been trying to do. I think I forgot the last live stream I did. Man, where did that go? Oh, here it is. I had to find that for a second. Yeah, by the way, if you guys ever want to check these out, blog.algogamingguild.io. They do a weekly update on all the stuff. And Alchemon is 1 year old, so I want to start with that one. And they did a bunch of prizes and stuff. And I liked Alchemon. My only problem with it is now I tried to I tried to re-download it to get the new version of the game, and it just would not. I can't get it to do anything. It just won't go. That's a big bummer. Let's see what else. Yeah, there's a video. Who did this one. The Passive Income Network did a video on Alchemon. Full guide to play and earn NFT game. I might have to check that out just out of curiosity. Oh, they did a yieldy Alchemon. That's great. Arcadian Tales is something I've been following, but so far it's just a Discord game, and I just can't. That's too much like screwing around, to be honest. Okay, here's the one I want to talk about because Cosmic Champs released. So the beta is coming. The beta of the game is coming out this month. It is going to be free to play, and you could be able to play it without knowing anything about blockchain. So I think this is a great. I think this is a great idea. This is the stuff you want to see because basically you'll be able to download the game, you play the game, and you'll start earning rewards. And it's like, oh, I'm earning rewards. What can I do with these? Well, you can do the stuff on the Algorand blockchain. So then it's like, okay, how do I get a wallet? And you'll start you'll start kind of connecting the dots from there. So it should be a good lead magnet to bring people into the Algorand ecosystem, which is always a great thing. So we're looking forward to that. Should be a cool thing. Now here's the part I want to talk about though, and I kind of alluded to it, excuse me, at the beginning of the live stream. Maddie and Simon. Now, Maddie, I've had on my channel. We talked about Cosmic Champs for a good 35 minutes, probably 40 minutes. And they launched a video where they showed, and I covered this on my channel. They launched a video where they showed the gameplay for it was basically the first player versus player battle. And I'm not going to tell you who won. Yeah, I don't know if you'll care that much. But the problem is, it was basically them sitting on their phones next to each other on the couch. And at one point, they had the phones on the coffee table and like a camera above it. You could barely see what's going on. I don't know why they just didn't screen record one of the phones. I shouldn't say iPhone. It's probably Android because from what I hear, I still haven't confirmed this anywhere, but supposedly it's coming out on Android first to be followed by Apple. And the idea was put it out on Android, get all the bugs worked out, and then iPhone is to follow. Now that's someone who is in a guild. They actually invited me to join the guild, although they haven't followed up and like said how to do that. So it is what it is, I guess. But nice to be invited to the guild at least. I think when I told them, oh well, I have an iPhone, so I guess I'm waiting. That must have not impressed them very much. But yeah, so that game is coming out soon. You should watch the video, but you just don't expect to get a very good idea of how the game plays because, like I said, you can barely see the screens. It gives you sort of a sense of how it works, but not really. What we're seeing a lot of in the gaming space is a lot of NFTs being released, and then there's sort of a game where you send your NFTs to different addresses and they level up or you get rewards or blah 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 blah. Like I'm more interested when there's an actual game. Now this is a game that looked kind of cool. I've seen some videos of this and it looks like a first person shooter on Algorand. Now that is pretty cool. I'm not going to play the video for you because it doesn't really show any gameplay. There's nothing really. It's more of stylistic type stuff. It doesn't really show you the game. Maybe this will. Yeah, I can do this. Let me see if this loads up here. Here's the tab. I don't know if I scroll down if it will show anything. Just trying to find. Let's see if the introduction actually shows us anything. Yes, that looks like an actual game. I'm very excited about that. I've seen like actual gameplay somewhere too. Doesn't look like they have it right on their website. I think they probably should, but it is what it is. Let's go back to Envision NFTs. No, I haven't seen Envision NFTs yet. A few more things to get through here. Let's go. And while I'm doing this, remember, guys, you can join my community by going to the main page, my main YouTube channel page, and clicking the join link. I have a private Facebook group that you get into, plus stickers and emojis and stuff like that. Pretty reasonable priced. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, well, you know the drill. Got to do that. And people wonder why YouTubers say that, but it's like it gives you that little reminder. And I've noticed that even for myself when a channel like asks me to. If I'm liking the channel, I might not think about it, but when they say it, then I go do it. So yeah, this is more of a Fractal Gamers is kind of like Alchemon style game. Trying to find one that I guess they're making a Metapunks game called Space Explorer. So I don't know if that's cool or not. Haven't dug into the Metapunks at all yet. By the way, I did a really cool interview with NFT creator that I think you guys are gonna like a lot, Dale Ford. So I'll be releasing that this week sometime. Algo sees I've actually been playing. I don't know if the news here is all that exciting. I think they had a little contest recently too. But Algo sees is in fact I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this one here. I've been playing Algo sees. I've racked up 737,000 doubloons. And if that sounds like a lot of doubloons, it's not a lot of doubloons. That's like one million doubloons. I think is like one algo. So so that is not a lot of doubloons, my friends. But I have one crew member, and when I save up a million doubloons, I can get doubloons. I can get a second pirate. You can also level up your pirate so they're better at pirating. Hey, look, there's my buddy Algonaut. He's in the running there. I don't think I'm in the running. I'm LV. Yeah, I'm way down in third, I guess, or whatever. Way down at the bottom. So everyone else has, I guess, has more. Well, they all have one pirate. I don't know why they're doing better than me. Probably level up their pirate more. So this is like kind of a game. This is closer. This is closer than say there I didn't win. There I plundered some merchants and got a hand. I don't know what the hand does. I've been trying to like really understand this game, and I really don't. But basically, your doubloons get secured, and you can claim them here by hitting the button and doing the transaction. Basically, you have your little crew. Your crew's over here. They're randomly generated. You can also buy them off of Rand Gallery, and they earn doubloons. And then you can actually there's an exchange on Tinyman, so you theoretically can like basically turn this into real current hard currency if you want. You can flip it for algo and then go to an exchange and flip algo for dollars, and then boom, you got some money. So it is possible. So I just wanted to point that out as a game that I am playing. And just let me see, was that the last one? Did they have any more? I thought there was one more. Oh, they just talked a little bit about Zone and some new game projects. So you want to see all the details, go on to blog.algogamingguild.io, or you can just Google Algo Gaming Guild and it will probably show up. So let's see here. Hey, any of you guys excited for play Cosmic the game? Feel free. I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of bummed that I have to wait a little longer though. You did have to get one of the early the season one NFTs. I bought one after the fact. I didn't get whitelisted, and so it kind of cost a lot. Actually, it was pretty expensive. Let's see. Asked about Envision. Yeah, so guys, if you got questions, leave them in the chat and I will answer them on the stream. I'm going to pull up my YouTube questions and just kind of go through some of the ones I got this week. I don't think I had a ton of questions, but I definitely had some. Let's see. Oh, someone asked if I could make a video on how to get your NFT from the last governance. I have not been participating in governance. I just feel like there's better things to do outside of it, so I've just been doing those instead. Yeah, so I made a video about BitBoy crypto this week because he was trying to sue another YouTuber for making some comments about him shilling coins that went down. He was obviously it seemed pretty obvious that he was participating in rug pulls. He was pumping these coins, and then there was a ton of sales right afterwards after people bought them. So it seemed like kind of classic pump and dump. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And then he seemed he said he was pulling back because he didn't realize it would go public. It's like, well, when you file a lawsuit in public court, it usually becomes public. And I felt bad for the YouTuber. Like it's not like he was just picking on him for fun. He had a pretty reasonable assessment, and a lot of other people have pointed this out. So that video actually, so I made that video and it really took off. It's gotten over 3,000 views at this point. Yeah, people said they didn't know what they were thinking when they made that Cosmic Champs video. It's kind of bad. Let's see here. A lot more comments than questions this week. I had a lot of comments on that BitBoy one. Oh, people asked how to get some of their coins back from Kamada from the pools, and I've done a video on Kamada recently. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Kamada. I think it's a good platform. And they asked about like how to withdraw. So there's and most of the dexes or the DeFi platforms have this where you just hit a little withdraw button and it kind of like with Kamada it withdraws the pool tokens from from the staking, but you still have to go to Tiny Man and split them back into their individual assets before it's like the process isn't completely done. Or you could leave it in the pool if you had somewhere else to take them. So you don't necessarily have to split them apart. But if you want to use the individual assets, you want those back, then you got to split them through Tiny Man. Okay, let's keep going here. Yeah, actually, the BitBoy one got to some free people's front pages, which is pretty cool. A lot of people commented on that on that BitBoy one, mostly just kind of mad at BitBoy. I didn't have any fans of his come to his defense. That's which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it was mostly just people jumping on. One person was just like, "Crypto and coins are inherently a scam." What do you even say to that? It's like I'm getting sick of like having that argument where people are just like, "Crypto is a scam." It's like tell me that you don't think clearly without telling me you don't think clearly. It's like people in the early days of the internet saying, "Oh, the internet's a scam because some people use it for scams." Well, of course they do. Some people use money for scams. So does that mean money is a scam? No. But I do think it'd be the more we can develop protocols around crypto to eliminate more of the scams, I think that's a good thing. But to say it's a scam because there are scammers on it, just it's not logical. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Really didn't get a lot of questions this week. Some weeks I get more questions than others. Let's see what we got here. ABC, any new Algo DeFi investments? That's a good question. I actually, what I did this week on Thursday is I took a spreadsheet and I started to start tracking my investments because I want to get a better idea of how they're actually doing, not just the percentages, but also like the underlying assets and how they change. So I want to that's my new experiment. So it's not really a new investment, but it is a new experiment in how in tracking it. So I want to see exactly how much money it actually makes week to week. So I started doing that on Thursday. I'll probably make a video after my first week just to kind of explain what I'm doing and to show it off a little bit because it's kind of hard to tell. Like you think, oh, I'm making more because I'm getting more coins, but also like if the underlying asset goes down a lot, you might be underwater. I've noticed that with like Cosmic. So I got that free Cosmic for having the NFT. So I invested it in Yieldy and like obviously I'm getting more Cosmic, but also like it went down, but now it's probably going back up again, so it might change. I just think that's good information to know week to week. So yeah, I think it'd be a good video too. I look forward to posting that. Let's see. Yasuos. By the way, if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Yasuo says, "Is there a theory that scarcity of crypto can be a huge problem?" Well, actually, no. The scarcity in crypto is actually what gives it its value, and so that's a very good thing. Scarcity is kind of like the name of the game. So I don't think we'll ever have a problem with scarcity. They can pretty much mint the number of coins that they want to mint. depending when they first start a coin. So I think there's plenty to go around. Bitcoin will have more value because it is more scarce. I think when it comes to Bitcoin, there should be a time not too far in the future when we start talking, instead of talking about how many Bitcoin something is, we'll talk about how many Satoshis. It'll just be divided at the way. And maybe someday Algorand will be like that too, because they can be fractionalized. There really is no such thing as scarcity in terms of it being a problem. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so those games look very simple to me. Yeah, a lot of the games are pretty simple. The one that's one of the reasons I like the social one. It looks like a real game. I want more stuff that looks like a real game. Although I really love NES and Super NES era games. Maybe that's my age because I grew up with those. But I like those games. I'd like to see more stuff like that. I don't have a problem if it's like that, or even yeah. I was thinking about a game like oh gosh, what's it called when you're in the spaceship with the little dudes, and I don't know. I'm just drawing a blank on that. Undead. I think I have it on my phone yet. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't have it on here anymore. You know the one where you have to? It's on the spaceship, and you guys know which? It's two words. You're on the spaceship, and you guys play, and you have to try to like figure out who's a spy on the ship and trying to sabotage, or you might be the spy. I can picture it, but I just can't think of the name. Like games like that, I have like no problem if those are on the blockchain. Let's see. Hey doctor, what's up? How you doing? No, that's fine. Type as much as you want. Think about Algo Dex. Algo Dex is one of those ones I haven't checked out yet. I might have to check that out sometime soon. There's a lot of stuff, man. There's like folks finance I haven't gotten to. I haven't really done much with GoMint. I think I did. Actually, I did. I talked about it, but I ended up doing it on Tiny Man instead of GoMint when I wanted to. GoMint is like for putting ETH or Bitcoin on the Algorand blockchain. Which, by the way, all my ETH except for ETH2, because it's not quite merged yet, I don't think. But all my ETH and all my Bitcoin are now on the Ethereum blockchain, or not Ethereum, on the Algorand blockchain. If there was an Ethereum, I'd be paying like $3 million in fees. And so I basically, the only thing I have a pretty big bag of Cosmic on Coinbase, and everything else is just like little bits and dribbles of little coins that I probably made through the Coinbase Learn program. And that's about it. Yeah. Otherwise, well, I still have that ETH2 because you can't move the ETH2 until the merge is complete. I haven't really checked that in a while. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of ones that at some point I have to kind of decide like, well, how many of these things am I going to try out. And there's been actually I have a video that I haven't finished yet about like all the projects that either failed or I just kind of quit. Like I don't understand. Does anyone else have problems with Humble? Like at some point, I just could not update the LPs. Like I couldn't stake anything more. It just would not let me stake anything. It was crazy. It would let me withdraw. It let me take what I earned, but it would not let me join in. It was really weird. I don't know what else. Anything else you guys got? Any other questions? Otherwise, yeah, we're getting around 40 minutes, and that's cool. I enjoy doing these. I enjoy doing these once a week. I try to do them usually on Saturday. Like I said, I was at a jiu-jitsu tournament, so I was not participating. I might. There's one in December, and they do have a older folks division. They call them seniors. Like, geez, I'm not that old. Cribs. But yeah, age tends to be young in jiu-jitsu land. Older people don't tend to start dropping off, but I think it's fun. I get a good exercise, and yeah, so I was there Saturday to cheer on some of my fellow dojo people, and so I decided to do the live stream today instead. And we had a pretty good participation, so I'm happy. Well, thanks guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I always appreciate you tuning in with me. I hate to keep saying it, but hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I hate to keep pestering about that, but just putting that out there. I appreciate it. And we do have our community. If you want to join, you get little stickers and emojis and things like that. Oh, I didn't. Oop, we got one more thing before I go. Yeah, so you get like stickers and emojis to use in the live chat, so that's pretty fun. Plus, I have a private Facebook group you can join. Did you get your free $3 in Near and Coinbase? I didn't. Is it still up there? I missed that one. I've gotten a lot of those. I've gotten a lot of those. Probably like $50 worth of those things. It's actually kind of crazy how much free coins you're able to get if you just keep an eye on those every so often and do the ones when they come up. Let's see. Oh, more stuff. Well, if you guys keep asking questions, thank you and go Algo. Heck yeah, Flow Sharp. Appreciate you watching today. Pat says it's still there. Well, I guess I'll go check that out. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. You guys stay safe out there, and you know how it is. I'll see you in the future.